is immediately smarter because of this. It is time for month 7 update. We are here at the house. It has been, I would say 2 months since we gave you an update because the last update that we did was this update about the big explosion. I was hoping at this point we would be insulated and have some of the stucco done. We don't have that yet, but if you listen during this video, they're starting to work on the beginnings of the stucco, the outside exterior of the home. They're on the other side of this wall right now, and they are nailing stuff. I'm a little scared that a nail's gonna fly through and go right through the leg in her pants.
Ow. It just makes me jump. It's really loud.
I love this stage where you get to actually see the wiring behind everything. This right here, this craziness of wires that goes through here, it's kind of a cool thing that the electricians do. When they have an idea of where the lights are gonna go, but they wanna make sure there's a little bit of wiggle room, they go in here and do the one cable and go all the way around back and forth so that you can pull wire from wherever you want to. It seems a bit excessive, but I do appreciate that it is there and it is flexible based off of where we want to put lights. Part of the electrical includes all of the can lights. Looks like we're having 4 of them inside of my studio. And then inside of the living room, more can lights. Inside of the garage, we have 3 Tesla chargers. There's one right there. There's one over here. And then there's one on this side. So these are all ready. And when I say Tesla chargers, I mean electric car chargers, because as you know from one of our latest videos, 2 of our Teslas are crashed and we may never get them back again, which means we need to buy another electric car. And there's a good chance we don't buy a Tesla. Might get a different brand. So still trying to figure that out. And then on the side of the house, we have the main power breaker meter that comes in. This is something that I'm planning out. This is preparation for a potential battery storage solution on the walls. I don't know which ones we're gonna do yet. I know we've tested both the Tesla ones in our last home, and we've tested the Anchor battery storage in a couple of other homes around here. But I wanted to make sure that all of this electrical is done while we have easily accessible in the walls. So it'll make the installation for those batteries much less expensive because half of the work is already done. But more importantly, you saw one of the things we did in our last house. We have videos by the company called Span. I would imagine in the future we're going to do a full detailed breakdown of this and how it works in our house. We're just giving you a little bit of a sneak peek. Most of the time people put the metal old school breakers inside of here that gives you no control over your power. This is the time that Span, I feel like, makes a ton of sense. But I will tell you, we were able to do a lower amperage for the house, 200 amps versus the 400 amp, which actually saves us a bunch of money from getting the 400 amp service. Even if we have 3 electric cars charging at the same time, I'm not gonna go into it all right now, but I will tell you, I love Span. I love these breakers, and our home is immediately smarter because of this. So this is where our rack is going to go, the smart panels. But I'll tell you, we're doing maybe half of the stuff that we did in the last home. Our last house may have been so smart that it ended up being dumb. So we've got TV stuff in here. We have the blinds, wiring for the smart shades that go up and down on the side of the wall. The internet, it's a really important thing to me to have base stations that are hardwired throughout the house. We also have potentially some smart lighting, and then, of course, speakers, like audio, indoor, outdoor audio. Are we gonna go as crazy as we did in the last house? I guess you'll have to wait and see, but we are fully approved. We are ready to insulate. And now it's time to move on to plumbing. We have a special guest to show us the plumbing, and she's gonna have to use her loud voice, her outside voice, in order for you guys to hear her.
Hello! It's so hard for me to talk loud. So, we have a shower that's very similar to our previous shower, if you remember. So it'll be about this tall, but this will be all wood paneling right here, or Susan's trying to talk me into maybe doing marble all along here.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing that.
And then the shower is very similar. It's a similar size. Then we have some sprayers. So we'll have 2 sprayers over here, 3 up above, and of course the rain shower that Dan loves. I only use 1, but he likes to use them all. So he'll have his car wash system that he can do. This is the shower by Kohler, just like last time. It's going to be a little different. It's still their Anthem Plus shower, and you do have to have the brains, and it connects to the internet, and it is really smart because right here is the touchscreen, a new updated touchscreen, and this is Leslie's on this side, and this is my side. So we will have some touch screens inside of here. 1 shower head thing here, 1 there, 1 tall shower head there, and there.
the wand right here, which we're probably going to move that a little bit more over here at some point. I think it's a little too close to those, and this is the time to do it, but we're probably gonna move that plumbing over. And this is not the awesome rain shower that we had on the last one with the basin on top. This is just a rain shower, but it'll still be really, really nice.
It'll be super nice. All the Kohler's products are awesome.
So you're not putting the bathtub right here like last time in our last house, because that will be our bedroom. No bathtub. Show us where the bathtub's gonna go.
We wanted that first, but we just don't have the space. So we decided to put it over here, which is really pretty. So you have a huge window, and then it'll go right here, and we'll have art over here and a little lamp, and it's just gonna be a special area because I take a bath every night.
Let me show you the sink inside of our master bedroom. This is what it is going to end up looking like. Yes, our bed will go right here. There's going to be a sink right here. I did read some of your comments that you're like, wow, just wait till the middle of the night till your kids go and fill up with water and you're gonna hear it next to your bed. Yes, if they did that in that sink, we would definitely hear it, but that sink probably will only be used when you're prepping food. It's not necessarily gonna be used for like every day. There's other sinks that we'll use. They put fresh concrete inside of here. They moved it over. They have these metal plates, which I'm guessing work as if it's the framing side of things so that you can put the sheetrock on there. It does come out a little bit, so it is gonna make it a little bit tricky. Like, hopefully it lines up, I'm not sure. I'm sure they'll figure out a way to make it flat right there. And then you have the exhaust pipe right there that takes all the yucky smells from the sewer and sends them out through the roof. All right, show us the next update, the next plate.
This is London's room, and the one request she had, actually she had a couple requests. One was she wanted a window where her desk could go in front of, but secondly, she wanted a bathtub. So she'll have a bathtub shower space in here. And so the bathtub's here. We just need to make it look pretty. And then she'll have a big vanity right here. So it'll be a really nice space. She loves taking baths just like me. Claire didn't care, Lincoln doesn't care. So they just get showers.
So it is nice to see an actual bathtub inside of the house. It will have a shower, of course. You gotta have a shower, but it's a shower bathtub combo that she really wanted.
In Lincoln's room right now, and he wanted a few things for his shower. He wanted a rain shower, and then he also wanted the fancy touchscreen. And although he didn't request it, we did end up putting one of the fancy toilets from Kohler into his bathroom as well.
Describe fancy toilets.
It's a smart toilet, warmth, sprayers. I don't know all the details on this. This is your expertise.
We had two of the best toilets that I've ever sat on in my life. Check this out.
Whoa, that's the heat right here.
Yep, I think all that is the wire for the heat, and look how it weaves in and out perfectly glued to this foil, and then the foil, I'm sure, transmits heat also.
That's probably what it is.
And it doesn't touch anywhere else. This is what Americans do when they've never had a bidet toilet. They're trying to test it out. True story. Japan makes really good toilets, even in the subway station, and Americans just have a porcelain toilet that is cold, that just flushes, and that's the only thing that it does. We had two toilets that had so many options. They would UV clean, they would dry the human that's on there, they would close the lid and disinfect it and get rid of the smells inside of it. They would have a bidet spraying of hot water, cold water, different speeds, different directions, whatever things you wanted. This is Lincoln's bedroom, AKA the guest room, because he is leaving for 2 years. And even when he comes back, he'll be going up to college. So he'll be here sometimes, but when we do have guests, this will be the room. So we thought this would be a good spot for the fancy toilet that we really like. The last major update for this month is the HVAC. Now, I know we showed it last month, but now everything is in, it's ready to go. We've got all the piping in here. This little closet right here is going to be just for the air conditioning, I guess, return unit. And you can tell because look at all those. All the pipes start here. We have 2 spots like this in the house. And there's, I guess, the intake. I'm not sure. In order to make room for this piping on top of the roof and some of this pipes, we had to actually push the roof up and make it bigger on top so that we could fit all of this. We also got a white door that I tied very, very jerry-rig-like in order for this thing to not be swinging open. So we have a couple of doors that we put on, just a couple on the outside. This is a skylight, and this is actually the last thing. I told you that was the last thing with the HVAC, but really we've got a skylight there. We have a skylight right here. We have 4 of them inside of the house. 2 of them are inside of our closet. And so the roof is basically complete. It is so much better than doing roof tiles. It costs way less money, and they can just put that material, that membrane stuff on the top, and it's protected from the rain. Every angle of the roof goes in a certain direction so that when the water flows, it'll go down the drainage and out to the street. And then they actually put skylights on it. These skylights were around $250 for each one of them. We got 4 of them, so it was like $1,100 with delivery and all that stuff just for these little lights. But I think it's really nice to have some natural light, especially inside of our closet, which doesn't have any windows in it, and now we have 2 skylights in the ceiling. I'm happy that we have them. Natural light is good. Actually, 2 more things. This is the gas line that is going to our fireplace. You can see all of that is run through, but not only do we have it running to there, but if you come over here on this wall and come down, that goes outside for maybe a barbecue grill right there. And this is all in the guest room. So I guess Lincoln has the gas lines inside of his guest room. And we have 2 fireplaces inside of our house, one inside of our bedroom, and then one right here. It's going to be beautiful. I want to feature them more in detail later to tell you like where we got them from, what they look like. But gas lines running to there, gas lines running to a potential outdoor kitchen, possibly, and gas lines running to the main kitchen already. We do have a water line running right here for our robotic mop. It's gonna go right there. Drain, water. This is all certified, ready to roll. So yeah, this is month 7, and we have, let's see, October, November, December, January, February. We have 5 months that we need to be done. So this is how far we've gotten in 7 months. The next month is going to be pretty big as far as updates, especially visually. Do you think we're going to get in by Valentine's Day? It's gonna be a little bit tight. Our builders are pretty confident. I know on the outside, it may not look as sexy as our last house, but I'll tell you what, it's what's on the inside that matters and what's on the inside that counts. And this home is just what we need, considering that our kids are starting to move out of the house. We need to get a little bit smaller, a little bit more efficient with our home, but it's still going to have some incredible features that no matter the size of your house, you may want to put these inside of your house. All right, month 7, let me know your thoughts. We'll be back in month 8. I don't understand why there's $1 on here. I don't know.
I bet it's a bet.
Oh, what? Cover me up with non-combustible material, please.